President Trump will sign executive orders today which will transform immigration policy. Listen to these bullet points. Number one, he will build a wall. Yes, we will build the wall. Number two, we're ending the catch and release program. 3, increase the Border Patrol force by 5,000 agents. Number 4, end sanctuary cities. Number 5, identify criminal aliens, get them, transport them, deport them. All of that going to be announced today in executive action by President Trump. Immigration policy transformed. Joining us now is Dana Loesch, nationally syndicated radio host of The Dana Show and author of that great book, Flyover Nation. Dana, welcome back. You're a real draw on this program. It's great to have you with us.
Well, it's so good to be with you. Thank you for having me.
You're a Texas person, right? Now,
yes,
Texas, right there on the border. We're going to build the wall, going to do this, that, and the other, transforming immigration policy. What does Texas think about this?
Texas is really excited about this. I've been down to the border. I've been literally right there at the banks of the river where just hours earlier, the last time I was there were drug cartels that were trying to fire up on our border agents. Our border agents are excited about having a force multiplier because they have been dealing with far too few resources for far too long. And they also, in addition to the wall, and I like how the new administration is also highlighting some of these other areas of focus, we're also going to be looking at ending the catch and release. I can't wait to see what the administration has on DACA and DAPA, those two programs that were implemented by former President Obama, because we have to be able to do some things to the interior as well as putting up the wall.
I think it was a real shock to a lot of people when we woke up this morning and we got these 5 bullet points on immigration reform, a real transformation. It is a shock, isn't it, to see the man elected doing exactly what he said he would do. Were you shocked this morning?
I'm glad that you differentiated that, because it is kind of weird to see a politician follow through on what they've been promising throughout the entire campaign. But this, for the lack of a better way to put it, it was Trump's entire campaign. His whole entire campaign was built on immigration policy. His campaign was kick-started by promising to build this wall, this force multiplier is what I like to just simply refer to it as, just on the southern border there. And that's why so many individuals were drawn to him. That's why so many blue-collar Democrats were drawn to him, because they were worried about the erosion of American jobs. They were worried about manufacturing. They were worried about a number of things, but this is one of their top concerns.
Yeah, you know, I always think of you as a gun lady, big Second Amendment person. And as we all know, President Obama, he was probably the best gun salesman in the world because he kept threatening the Second Amendment. It's a different ball game now because President Trump is no threat to the Second Amendment, and I can see gun sales going down sharply. How about you?
Well, yes and no. There's two ways to look at this. First of all, I think the number of gun owners has increased dramatically. Not only was former President Obama an amazing salesman when it came to firearms. In fact, I think the NRA should give him an award, and I'm really pushing to see that happen. But he also created more gun owners than any other president. And with that, you're having a bigger firearm community, a bigger group of firearm owners than you ever had previously. But the fight isn't over, and here's why. In the House, we have smaller numbers than we previously had. So while it's still a majority, it's a smaller majority. And when you look at things like national reciprocity and pushing through the Hearing Protection Act, maybe even possibly, fingers crossed, repealing that stubborn Hughes Amendment, then you're going to see a fight from some of the individuals who have made a name and get a lot of campaign donations off of gun control groups. And gun control is some of these people, it's their entire agenda. And they like to fearmonger Americans. And when you can't fearmonger Americans anymore, some of those people start to lose money. And so they're going to put up a really good fight. But we're ready for them.
You're ready for them. All right, Dana. On the left-hand side of the screen, by the way, those are gun stocks and their performance since the election of last year. Boy, are they way down.